Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Please like and subscribe to my channel and don't forget to hit the bell icon to get notifications on my new videos. 22 period facts that'll blow your mind. Think you know all there is to know about periods? These period facts will blow your mind. 1. A rare period disorder can cause bleeding of the eyes, known as vicarious menstruation. This rare condition makes you bleed from organs besides your uterus, like your eyes, while you're on your period. According to a case study published in the journal Ophthalmic, Plastic and Reconstructive Surgery, luckily, only a handful of cases have been recorded. According to study authors, who say this condition is caused when endometrial tissue is transmitted through the bloodstream. 2. Most women have period stains in every pair of underwear. 54% of 36,000 women surveyed by THINX said they ruined every pair of underwear they owned due to their period. 3. Getting your period can worsen asthma symptoms. In the week leading up to your period, an increased sensitivity to allergens, paired with a lower than normal lung capacity, causes between 19 and 40% of women with asthma to experience premenstrual asthma, according to a study published in the journal Multidisciplinary Respiratory Medicine. 4. Sleeping with a nightlight can help regulate your cycle. Light exposure affects the secretion of the sleep hormone melatonin, which helps control the release of the female reproductive hormones that determine when your menstrual cycle begins and ends. In a study published in the journal Psychiatry Research back in the early 90s, women with extra long or irregular cycles who slept next to a regular 100-watt light bulb for a few days during the last 2 weeks of their cycles shortened their cycles by an average of 12 days, meaning this targeted approach could help regulate your periods. The key is to sleep with the light on during the last 2 weeks of your cycle. Keeping it on at all times might actually make your periods more irregular, since shift workers report irregular periods. 5. There are more than 5,000 euphemisms for periods around the world, including les Anglais ont débarqué, which in French means the English have landed, and Erdbeerwoche, which in German means strawberry week, according to a survey by Clue, a menstrual cycle tracking app. 6. The sound of your voice changes during your period. Vocalization researchers theorize that female reproductive hormones actually impact your vocal cords, altering your voice. 7. The average woman has more than 400 periods in her lifetime. Between the average woman's first cycle and menopause, you can expect some 450 visits from Aunt Flo, according to an article published in the scientific journal The Lancet. 8. There's a reason why tampons are often sold in boxes of 18. That's the average number of tampons used during each cycle, according to a study published in the journal Contraception. Although the same study suggests that some women use up to 48 tampons each month. 9. Before her mission in 1983, NASA engineers asked Sally Ride if she would need 100 tampons for the week of her period in space. Her savage response: no, that would not be the right number, according to a 2002 interview published by NASA. 10. You could go through up to 15,000 period products in your lifetime. During those 450 periods, the average woman uses between 12,000 and 15,000 pads, tampons, and panty liners, as per a Rochester Institute of Technology report. 11. You probably bleed a lot less than you think. On average, a woman only loses about 60 milliliters, or 2.7 ounces, of blood during each period, according to PubMed Health. 12. The period you get while taking hormonal birth control isn't a real period. When you take your white pills, your body doesn't get the synthetic progesterone needed to keep your uterine lining in place, so it sheds, says Alyssa Vitti, creator of My Flow Tracker app and author of Woman Code. So while your flow might look the same, it's not caused by the same biological processes as your period. And you lose 0 eggs when you're on birth control, says Alyssa Dweck, MD, OB-GYN and co-author of The Completed Z for Your V. 13. Orgasms can make your cramps feel better. During your period, uterine contractions caused by an orgasm can release pain-fighting neurotransmitters, like endorphins and oxytocin. Dr. Dweck says, period sex, FTW. 14. Menstrual cups can safely be worn 4 hours longer than tampons. Although most menstruating women find that their menstrual cups are less than halfway full after 12 hours. According to the menstrual cup manufacturer Diva Cup, the company recommends changing it at least twice a day to prevent infection and triggering toxic shock syndrome. Meanwhile, tampons have to be swapped out at least every 8 hours to prevent related cases of toxic shock syndrome, according to Medline Plus. 15. American women are less comfortable talking about their periods with guys than women abroad. Only 35% of U.S. women reported no discomfort in discussing their periods with male coworkers and classmates, according to a survey by female health app Clue. On the other hand, 50% of Spanish women said they were cool talking about their flows with male colleagues and classmates. Nearly 50% of women surveyed in Argentina and the Philippines said the same. 16. Disney made a movie about periods in the 1940s. The magical Disney production you've never seen is called The Story of Menstruation and was funded by THINX. Essentially, it's an explainer for tweens on what's about to hit their ovaries very soon. 17. Women paid for the first disposable pads by putting money in a box on the store counter. 1921. The first disposable pads in the U.S. were sold in a plainly wrapped, unidentified box to keep period product purchasing on the DL. According to Kimberly Clark, Kodex's parent company, 18. The first tampon patent was filed by a dude in 1931. The original tampon with a cardboard applicator was patented more than a decade after disposable pads made their secretive store debut. According to the United States Patent and Trademark Office, you can thank Earl C. Haas from Denver, Colorado for his contribution to your cycle. 19. Your natural musk changes while you're on your period. Men's testosterone levels rise when they whiff clothing worn by an ovulating woman, but not a menstruating one, a sign they're more aroused by women who are ripe for baby making. According to a 2009 study from Florida State University. 20. You might spend more money during your period. When researchers from the UK's University of Hertfordshire surveyed more than 400 menstruating women on their spending habits during different parts of their cycle, they found that women spent more money and shopped more impulsively while menstruating than during other phases of their cycle. 21. Your period probably isn't syncing up with your roommates or friends. When researchers monitored the cycles of 186 women living in the same dorm for more than a year, they found that the women's periods didn't sync up after all, according to a 2005 study published in the journal Human Nature. 22. Water can temporarily cork your flow, although your uterine lining continues to shed when you're fully submerged in water. The pressure from the water you're in counteracts the gravity of blood exiting your vagina, says Jessica Shepard, MD, Obgyn and U by Codex partner. It's not that you stop bleeding, it's more that there's pressure to stop blood from flowing out. The more you know, until you get out of the pool. If you found this video interesting, be sure to hit the like button. If you liked this video, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more new videos. We hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, thank you so much for watching.